Hey, and welcome to this tutorial. This is a two-part series. I'm going to be teaching you how to create a Club Penguin private server. Since there weren't very many tutorials out there, I thought I'd do it. So, what you need to do is you need to first figure out what a Club Penguin private server is. If you don't know what that is, Google CPPS. And if you already know what it is, you're fine. You can stay here. Well, the first file you need is XAMPP. You should go ahead and download that for Windows or whatever operating system you're on. This will vary between local hosting and hosting on a VPS server, so beware. Well, what you want to do is download that from down here. You can do installer for Windows, or if you want the zip or the 7-zip, you can download those also. There's two more files you're going to need, and these are these files. PE public, that is the source we're going to be using, and then client. That is the main client that almost every person I know uses, and I'm uploading that as we speak right now. This is also my website. It's going to be a Club Penguin private server, and it's going to be up in a short time. Probably in a couple days after I post this video. If you're sometime in the future, you probably have already seen it. It's called Lead Penguin, and basically, if I have it still running, I'll give you a preview. Mr. Swag Steven. This is a preview of my Club Penguin private server. And that's the only server we have right now. And it's not too impressive. I still have to do a lot on it. And stuff like that. So once you have those files downloaded, you want to browse to your downloads or wherever you stored your files. See? Yeah. Not too impressive. Yeah, okay. You want to download to wherever you downloaded those files, or browse to wherever you downloaded the files. Open up client and open up PE public. Okay. Once you have XAMPP installed, that should be right here. And once you click it, run, it should say that if it's deactivated, in order to run XAMPP, you have to have UAC deactivated on Windows 7 and Vista. Alright, go ahead and install that to the C drive and XAMPP. That's really important, really important. Okay, since I already have it installed, I'm going to quit that. Okay, once you have it installed, you're going to get this little icon that pops up over here, and you're going to right click and, oops, let's close out of that, right click, or double click, and you want to run as, oops, crap, stop. I said stop. Stop. There we go. Alright, you want to click Apache, and you want to click the service next to MySQL also. That will install them as services so they basically always run. Okay, you want to start MySQL and start Apache and start MySQL. Once they're both started, you can go ahead and go into the admin of MySQL. And this is basically where we're going to be putting all the databases and information for your Club Penguin private server. And this is only if you're local hosting. If you're running this on a VPS, I will post a different video, which will be the second part of this video, or series, kind of. I will post a second video on that later. Alright, so once you have this client downloaded, you want to open it with WinRAR, or your favorite unzipping client, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, you want to extract that to your local C disk, your XAMPP folder. your htdocs, and you want to extract the whole play folder into your, as you can see, into your htdocs. Once that is done, oh, wow, yes, it is quite large, and if you don't have a very good sized amount of space, I wouldn't recommend running this on your computer. Also, I would recommend getting a VPS from me that, for just about a gigabyte and a gigabyte per second port speed, a gigabyte of RAM, unlimited hard drive space, and a gigabyte of port speed. You can have your own Club Penguin private server VPS. I'll show you more on that later. I'm going to pause the video because I forgot a file I have to get. Hello, welcome back. That was only half a second to you, but it was like 5 minutes for me. Alright, I had to download this file that I forgot. It was this PE public, and I guess it wasn't working. So, anyways, you want to extract your play folder into your htdocs, and then right away you want to open this with Notepad++. The link to Notepad++ will be in the description. It is free and it is very nice. I recommend it. Okay, so what you want to do is, as soon as you open up this HTML file, delete that script. And that's everything you want to delete. Just delete all. Oh, no, you want to keep those. And right here, where it says hype load, you just want to, where's that end of that div? You want to put in here, and I'm going to bring up a example from my server, if I can get it. Let me see. Nope, I don't think I can. Well, I'm going to bring an example from my server. Let's pause this if I can. Nope. Crap. Come on. You probably shouldn't be seeing that. Alright, here it is. Okay, go into my play. Alright, view edit. Okay, here is my little thing here, and what you want to do is, instead of that div tag, I'm just going to copy and paste this. Oops. Copy, and then paste it into this one. Instead of that div tag and that flash, select that, click paste. In case you need this, I'm going to upload it to Mediafire, and I'm going to give you the link in the description if you're really too lazy to figure this out on your own. You also want to change, or select this, and do Control F, replace, and replace that with localhost /play. And that should be it. Let's remove that little thing. Okay, replace all. And that should get you the right things. Yeah, you don't want to use that. We'll get to that later. Okay, you're done with that. So go ahead and save it. File, save as, and open up your play folder in your htdocs, and save it as index.html. Replace. Okay, we're done with that. We can go ahead and close out of all this stuff. Okay. Oops. Okay. Oops, I forgot to extract PE public. Derp. Okay, go to my downloads, PE public. I'm not very prepared for these videos, as you can probably tell. This is just on the spot. I got done watching a movie and decided to, make a video. So, alright, you want to go into that PE public, and basically the only files you want to edit are these 4 files. Basically. And that. Sorry, 5 files. All these. Those are the only ones you want to edit. Okay. Alright. First we go into config.php because it is the easiest. Okay, first, this is pretty self-explanatory. You put in the name of your server, and this, if you're local hosting, or um, keep it as localhost if your server is running on the same host as your MySQL. If that's true, leave it as 127.0.0.1 and change the MySQL user and pass to what you like, or what you have. And then the database, we're going to change that to open CP. And then don't change the table. Well, you can change the table if you want to, but I don't really change it. And then this, if you're local hosting, this is going to be your 127.0.0.1. If you're hosting on a VPS, this is going to be your IP address. Like that. But since I'm going to localhost this for this tutorial, 0.0.1, and then copy that thing, paste it into the find, and replace it with that, and replace all. It should come up with 3 if you haven't changed anything. Okay, do not change these ports or do not change anything else in this until later in the tutorial. Okay, you're done with that. Let's minimize that. Alright, next things we need to open are these. Edit with Notepad++. First one is config. Okay, people get confused about this IP. This stays 0, okay? Because this stays 0 because these files are on your server. They're on the server that you're hosting on. So it's gonna auto return localhost. Okay, in the MySQL, you want to enter your host for the MySQL host. For this tutorial, we're just going to be using localhost. We're going to be using root, and our password is going to be nothing. Our table stays PE users, but our database, we have changed our database, so OpenCP does for us. Okay. That looks fine to me. Okay. Moving on to config 2. Basically, it's the exact same thing, but this has changed and that has changed. All this stays the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this right here. I'm going to select it on this one and paste. Also, this one, config3.xml, and paste. Okay, I'm going to hit the Save All button. If you're on Notepad++, that is a very convenient button. Okay, that automatically saved them. I had just forgotten that in my config.php, I forgot to remove the MySQL password, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, everything looks right. Okay, now to edit the register. Okay, these people get confused and put their stuff in there. Now these stay the same, only change them if you have a error in your check register. I will post this register, but on Mediafire, but it already comes in the PE public, so I have no idea why you would need it. Okay, now if you have errors, please leave a comment or PM me. You can design this however you want. Soon I will show you my register on Leet Penguin. Okay, that's all done. And the last thing we need to do is, if you do not know what a path variable is, you're going to have to learn. Well, a path variable basically defines where stuff is in the command prompt. So we go into, if you didn't see what I did there, I basically clicked on the start menu, and went on computer, right click, properties, advanced system settings, environment variables, and path, edit. Now at the end of this, you're gonna, if it doesn't have a semicolon, you're gonna put one. And okay, now comes the time to navigate to our computer, our local C, our XAMPP, our PHP. Okay, what you want to make sure is that you're in the right directory, so you want to make sure that that PHP is in there. Alright, if you're on Windows XP, enter the full path, and if you're on Windows 7 or Vista, just click on the little tab up here, select all, and copy. Okay, we want to paste that at the end after the semicolon. I already have it defined over here. I will show you what it looks like. See? That is my path variable, right there. Now it is very important that you don't define these twice. So I'm going to delete in a second. Okay, okay, and okay. Now you should be able to run the server fine. What you want to do is click on your game. Okay, that's good. Click on the login. Okay, that's good. If you have any errors in here, please post them as a comment. Okay, so we can go ahead and close out of these. We are not done yet. Alright, I am going to start up Flash CS 5.5. Alright, as this is starting up, I'm going to explain what we're doing. What we're doing is we're going to edit the client files so they load. Alright, now I have a preloader, or a loader already set up. It is on my server, and I'm going to download that for our sake. So I'm going to disconnect, yes, connect back, download this source thing into my C drive, my XAMPP, my htdocs, and I'm going to go into my play and drag this into there. Okay, since that is done, I'm going to close out of that. Alright, what you want to do is you want to navigate to your computer, your C drive, XAMPP, htdocs, play, source. Click on the load.fla. Okay, what you see is a white screen. Do not be scared. Click File, Open, COM, hypecp, loader, loader.as. Okay, I'm going to post this loader.as on Mediafire, so you can go ahead and download it. When you download this, what you're going to do is you're going to go to where you download it, probably in your downloads folder. You're going to right click on it, press copy, and then you're going to navigate to your htdocs, your play, your source. You're going to paste it in, I'm sorry, I screwed up there. You're going into your local C drive or wherever you installed XAMPP, into your htdocs, your play, your source, your COM, hypecp, and loader. You're going to paste it in there, and it's going to ask you to replace that. And what you're going to do is click yes. The reason you click yes is because you need to overwrite it. This file is kind of corrupted, if I say, as in it doesn't really work. Alright. This underscore global.base URL is basically where your files are located. Since I downloaded this from my server, it was Leet Penguin, but I'm going to enter in localhost into there. Highlight it, Control F, replace with localhost. Replace all. Found and replaced 6 items. Okay. You barely have to edit any of these, but if anything, in order for the client to work, you have to have localhost started or Apache started and MySQL. Your place will be at localhost/play. The reason it is at that is because we put it into the htdocs. What the htdocs does is it takes all those files and puts them into localhost. You may find that there's already files in your htdocs when you first install XAMPP. Just delete those files. Okay, what you want to scroll down to, line 180, and this is the name of your server, or not your server, I'm sorry. This is the name of your first, server on your, when you log in, or let me show an example for you. When you log in, nope, /play, nope, let's do play, delete penguin. Okay, when you log in, this is going to be, you know what, I don't really think you have to do this, but I'm not sure, oops. Let me go back to Flash. Nope, well, you kind of have to do this. Alright, the name of your first server, just enter a random name, you can have spaces. For the IP, you want to put 127.0.0.1 and leave the port alone. That should set the server to fudge world, and if it doesn't, please post in the comments and I may be able to help you. Okay, what you want to do is scroll all the way to the bottom, and there was this thing that says host. You want to replace that to 127.0.0.1. Okay, hit Control S, file, or go back to load.fla. You have to have them both open at the same time. File, Publish Settings, unclick that, click on this, make sure that flash.swf is checked. Select Publish Destination, and you want to go back to your computer, C drive, XAMPP, htdocs, play, source, and then load.swf. It will ask you to replace it. You click yes. Click Publish. Click OK. Save it actually, or after you publish it, and click OK. You want to save it again, and then click Publish just to make sure. Okay, now if I navigate to my local host/play, you see it doesn't work. Hang on. Let's see. Crap, where'd it go? Download, htdocs, play, edit. Here's the problem. You need to replace this to http://localhost, and then that should work. Okay, let's go ahead and save that and refresh this page. Uh-oh. Still not working. I will be right back, and once I come back, I'll tell you what happened. Okay, I could not figure out what was wrong. Unfortunately, I couldn't figure out what was wrong, so what I will do is I will post this index.html and this source folder with working things into a zip file on MediaFire, and I will put it into the description. What you want to do is put that into your computer, C drive, XAMPP, htdocs, and then play. You want to just paste that into there, and it should work. Okay, in the next video, I'm going to be teaching you how to install it onto a VPS. Thank you for watching, and happy hacking!